This video is brought to you by
Cool Grain Clothing. We done gone worldwide and we coming straight out of Baltimore. Come on down, shop with us at 215 West Saratoga Street. And if you can't come and shop with us in person, go online right now at coolgrainclothing.com and make your purchase. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way, and that's just basic.
What's going on, YouTube, fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, I want to wish everybody a happy new year out there. I hope all is well. I'm sending my blessings and hoping everybody start the new year right. With that, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one, fam, thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. Let's get right into the story. When two people fall in love with each other, it can be a beautiful thing. Having a partner to navigate life with can make things a whole lot better. Y'all worlds combine and are now one. As time goes on, some might even decide to add on to the union by bringing kids into the picture. For most people, their kids bring the best out of them. Helps you stay focused, makes you hustle harder to make sure your family is always straight and keep you out of trouble by staying in the house, put up with your babies. Some adults in relationships might not have had it easy themselves growing up. Whether one parent wasn't around or they grew up in the system. That trauma can cause people to make promises to themselves early on and carry those promises with them throughout life. Like if a man grew up without a father, he might tell himself, I'm never leaving my kid, I'm gonna stay by their side. Or if a woman grew up struggling with a single mother, she might vow to stay with her child's father and work through their problems no matter what. Sometimes as people, we fantasize in our minds on how we want our reality to be, instead of being realistic and seeing what's really in front of us and what's real. Like if you have a partner that likes to put their hands on you, you can tell yourself every day they will change and things will get better. Even giving them the benefit of the doubt for the kids' sake, holding on to that hope that you can help them get out of that dark place. And then y'all can live in that fairy tale life most people want. But sometimes when people show you who they really are, you have to believe them the first time, because later on, it might just be too late. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we'll be discussing a recent tragic case of a father who snapped on Christmas Eve, taking his frustrations out on his own family. Earlier this year, a 30-year-old man named Mark Jones and his baby mother Promise were navigating life together in Baltimore. The couple had two beautiful kids together, a 1-year-old little girl and a 4-year-old little boy named Jacoby. They seemed happy. Their kids were healthy and smart, especially Jacoby. At 4 years old, he was bright-eyed and ready for the world. The baby boy loved dinosaurs and could see a picture of one and tell you exactly what kind it was at first glance. He also loved cartoons and movies like Spider-Man and Sonic. With a bright smile to light up a room and being inquisitive, asking questions to understand everything that was going on around him. The family were blessed. Promise decided she wanted to raise her kids in Baltimore County and settled in the Rosedale Golden Ring area at Ross Ridge Apartments right off of Rossville Boulevard. The two had their ups and downs and would often be on and off for 5 years straight. They would break up allegedly because Mark couldn't keep his hands to himself, leaving the couple with a long history of DV. But Promise wanted her family to work and wanted her kids' father around, so she stayed with Mark, always promising to change and telling her he wanted his family as well. In December of last year, 2024, the family was in a holiday spirit. Promise was happy. Lord Jacoby was excited about his up-and-coming presence, but it seemed Mark had a lot of things on his mind. On Christmas Eve, early in the morning, the kids were all asleep, and Promise was also asleep. When out of nowhere, Mark woke her up, wanting to start an argument. Surprised he was carrying it like that early, she tried to calm him down, but knowing their history, she decided to call county police just in case things got out of control. She told them her baby father was acting crazy, trying to fight, and she had a strange feeling something was about to happen. But they stated it wasn't much they could do at the time. She took her kids, Jacoby and his sister, to another room and tried to lay back down. Mark decided to call his mother to vent, but that early in the morning, she didn't answer the phone. He left a message telling her he just couldn't take it no more. Before then, returning his attention back to Promise. She told him to relax or leave. Even his baby boy Jacoby told him to leave his mommy alone. That's when Mark walked over to a backpack and grabbed a gun. Promise heard a loud bang and realized her shirt was soaking wet. She was shot before Mark aimed at his son and daughter and pulled the trigger. Then he upped on himself and shot. Promise was hit but able to run out of the apartment. She yelled out for help. As people heard, they called county police, who responded to the apartment about 6:30 a.m. to find their 1-year-old daughter who was hit, also baby boy Jacoby, as Mark also suffered from a self-inflicted wound and Promise had been grazed in the head. They couldn't believe the scene. Mark was quickly apprehended and sent to a local hospital in stable condition. Their daughter will also be okay, but unfortunately, their son Jacoby will pass away from his injuries. Promise was taken to a local hospital for treatment. As the community got the news, they were in shock. Most stated they often saw the kids playing on the playground and stated everybody around there looked out for each other and it was peaceful. They were heartbroken and sad for Promise and the kids. As Mark was healing, he was charged with 8 charges, including the slaying of his own son. He was taken to Baltimore County Detention Center out Towson. His mother stated he called her twice that morning, but she didn't answer before he left a message saying, "I can't take it no more." Promise was devastated and now at the hospital with stitches in her head, but she wanted to share her story with everybody. She expressed her pain that her children's father was responsible for doing that to his own son, as Jacoby never even got a chance to open his Christmas gifts that he was so excited about. She wanted everybody to remember her son as she held one of his toy dinosaurs and also wanted to shed light on DV, telling women no matter what, don't stay if somebody displays that kind of behavior. She stayed for 5 years. She left and came back to Mark, hoping for a change and wanted her kid's father to be in the house with them. She wanted other women dealing with this to know it's okay just to leave. Stay and look what Mark did to her and his kids. A GoFundMe was started for Jacoby to cover funeral costs, in which people showed support and made sure Lil Man would be laid to rest. His mother wanted everybody to show up, even strangers, to show Jacoby some love, as the Lil Man loved people himself. Mark wasn't able to attend his first court date because of now he is still healing. Rest in peace to baby boy Jacoby. I send my deepest prayers and condolences to Promise and the family. I will never understand how a father, a man, a protector would do this to his own seed, no matter what's going on with you and a mother. Mark stated he couldn't take it, and I thought to myself, like, take what? Being a father? I understand the pressures of life probably a lot more than most people, as me myself have been through a lot. But to take out my frustrations on my kids who didn't even ask to be here is a sucker move beyond my comprehension. I don't care how bad things get. If it's that terrible, it's better to just leave. At least being an absent father, promising the kids will still be okay. I commend a young lady for sharing her story. I can't imagine the pain she is going through. She wanted all women to be aware it's not worth it to stay. They are not going to change. But I'm going to end this one with a question for the women and men. Have you yourself or somebody you know ever been in a DV situation? If so, how did you get out or how did it play out? And for my fellas, I know growing up, a lot of men imitate what they saw. But it's never right taking out your frustrations on a woman or your kids. If you are angry or feel violent, just leave, bro. Now Mark has took his son, an innocent 4-year-old, who wasn't the problem. He was. I will leave the link for Jacoby's GoFundMe in the description in case anyone wants to support Promise and the family. Yeah, man, messed up situation. Christmas Eve, he took that baby out this world. That's terrible. But yeah, I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. Rest in peace, baby boy Jacoby. Y'all leave it in the comments. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. It's another episode of the Baltimore Way. It's your boy Tony 2 times. Law&Crime. I'm out.